Now, in this video, we will discussing about the identifying PLM strategies. Several potential strategies are identified, formulated, and described in terms of resources, organization, and policies to be applied to the resources. Some concrete strategies for PLM will be apparent from the organization's current and previous strategies, from those of competitors and other market players, and from reading about military and business strategies. Some concrete strategies for PLM will be apparent from the organization's current strategies and also from the previous strategies, and also from those of competitors and other market players. For example, a cost leader will be more interested in reducing the manufacturing cost than developing market, leading functionally for its products. So that means an individual leader, a cost leader, he will going to have more interested in reducing the manufacturing cost, but he is not worried about the developing the market, leading functionality for its product. And then further, a strategy might be based on customer focus. So now we will going to select the PLM strategy. Next is selecting PLM strategy. Strength and weaknesses are considered internal factors of the organization that are not affected by outside interventions. That means when we are conducting the SWOT analysis, what is that SWOT analysis? Strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. In that, strength and weaknesses are considered internal factors of the organization that are not affected by outside interventions, because the strength and weaknesses of the organization, it only depends only in the internal factor. It will not have any impact from the outside interventions. Conversely, opportunities and threats are considered external factors, because if you don't get the opportunity from the outside, if you don't get the product to be manufactured or developed, then that is a problem. Or you will going to get threats. What are the different types of threats? Because of the huge cutthroat competition, you may not be able to get the product for your organization. So these are the threats are considered external. That is the reason why it becomes the external factor, because that involves outside people that could have an impact on the business, because that is the one, because if you have a lot of competition and it may not be a healthy competition. That is also one of the important factors. Project or product and the organization do not have any control over them, because when they have an external threats or external factors, that will not have any control over the organization. They will not have any control over them. The SWOT analysis depends on asking the questions and finding answers related to each factors as they study the following. So we need to understand what are the questions we need to ask in the SWOT analysis, and also finding the answers. To do that, first is the strength. What is the strength? Refers to the positive factors within our control and allow to have an advantage over others. So what are the positive factors within our control and allow them? So that is the strength, which is the internal factor. So that means what are the advantages of the product or service? Then what are the product advantages over similar competitors in the market? Once you have a same product and you have been developing that product, similarly the same product will be developed by another person also. So because then he becomes a competitor. So what are the product advantages over similar competitors in the market? Then what strength points do people see in the product service or product or service? So that means what are the strength of that particular product and also on the service? What are the product's unique selling factors? So if you want to sell, why your product has to be preferred? So that is what is the selling factor. Next, the second one is weakness. Negative factors within our control and that can put us as a disadvantage over others. So what are the negative factors which you are considering that can put us the disadvantage over the others? One is what weakness could be improved in the design. Suppose if you have any weakness in the design, what can be improved over that? Because again the weakness is also an internal factor. What issues should be avoided? what are the issues you will going to be addressed and you should avoid. What are the factors that reduce product sales? So what are the factors that reduce product sales? That means how to improve the product sales, that is in the positive factor. What are in the negative factors? What are the factors that reduce product sales? Why your product has been selling of product has been reduced? What are the factors involved? Whether it may be a technical failure, or whether you have a technical drawback, and whether you have the cost may be playing a major role, whether you may be not being able to reach the product to the market well in time. All these things which you should need to understand. These are the factors. Does the production process have limited resources? Weakness. That is also one of the weakness, because its weakness is an internal factor. So that means the production process, whether are you not able to achieve the production targets. Why? Because of the sources available in your organization. So these are all the weaknesses. Then comes the opportunity. So the third one is the opportunity, SWO. So positive factors that are out of our control and that could have an effect on us. So what are the positive factors? But at the same time you don't have any control. What are the opportunities for the new product? If you want to develop a new product, what are all the opportunities you have? What are the technological trends to take advantage of? So to develop that product, what are the technology required? Whether that will be taken as the advantage for us. That means the technology is available with us, that you should have it in, you should have a clear estimation. How can we turn strength into weak opportunities? How can we turn strengths into opportunities? So you have some strength, and that strength you have to convert this into opportunity. How we can do that? Are there any changes in the market or government which can lead to opportunities? Because of the market fluctuation, is there any changes in the market, or there may be a change in the government? So naturally what happens? The strategies will going to change. The changes from one government to the other government, which can lead to that opportunity you may be able to get. So is there any changes? Is there any gap in the market that is not being covered, leading to an opportunity for the business? Suppose you may have a product which need to be developed, but because due to the gap between the market, so then what happens? Gap in the market that is not being covered. So they may not be properly addressed. So leading to an opportunity. That means if you take up that work, who can reduce the gap in the market, then you will get an opportunity to do business. So that is the advantage. If you are trying to suggest that yes, there is a gap in the market, we need to strengthen this or reduce the gap. So in order to reduce that, we can follow these things. All those things which you are able to address, then you get an opportunity to do the business. Then point number 4 is the threat, SWOT. So threats means it's a negative. The negative factors that are outside of our control and that could have an effect on us. So even though you have threats, but those threats will not be having under our control, but still definitely it will going to have an effect on us. What are the existing or potential competitors? First thing, because that is the external threat. So competitors, that means you have one more company having the development of the same type of product. Then whether you are already existing or whether they have a potential more than us. So who are all the existing or potential competitors? What are the factors that can put business into risk? So when you have a huge competition, you know that you are a little bit inferior to them, but still you want to develop this. So can you able to take that business? So what are the factors that can put business into risk? What issues can threaten the product on the market? What are all the issues that you can think of which will going to have an adverse effect on the product in the market? So that means it may be on the cost wise, it may be on the functional wise, or it may be on some other thing which is not under our control. All those things which will going to play a major role. will there be any shifts in consumer behavior or government or market that can affect the product success? So suddenly, see, because today you have some trend, so based on that trend you will going to start the development of the product. By the time you want to bring the product to the market, it may be taking, depending upon the voluminous of the product, it may take 1 or 2 years. By the time you bring the product to the market, but at that time the consumer behavior, the person who will going to use it, or the customer behavior may change, and at the same time the government itself may change, or the market may change. So that can have a huge effect on the product success. So these are the SWOT analysis which is going to be carried out in our then the analysis should be as complete as possible. So that means when you do all these SWOT analysis, so it should be complete as far as possible. It should be complete, looking into all areas of relevance to the organization. That means you should be able to all the details, or you should be able to address all the points in the analysis. It would include information about customers. So that means what are all the areas which you need to cover. Which would include information about customers, then competitors, then supplier, then technology, products, cost, cycle times, quality, information, computer systems, management of change, human resources, and so on. There are a lot of things are involved in this. It may not be sufficient. It may have hundreds of points we need to cover, but out of which the major things are customers, the competitors, suppliers, technology, we talking about the products, cost, cycle times, because what are the cycle times involved? Because cycle times, again, cost will go to depends upon your cycle time. Quality, of course, the quality of the product. Information about, are you giving the proper information about the product? Computer systems, whether you have a proper computers to develop the product. Management of change, so that means there may be some issues wherein you're going to change the management, because depending upon their organizational structure. And human resources, because today you may have sufficient resources, because due to some problem, they may be a personal problem of the employee, he will going to change the organization. All those things you should be able to analyze and address. After the SWOT analysis, select the best strategy and full document it. So after doing all these things, SWOT analysis, that is after doing the SWOT analysis, and select the best strategy and fully document it. That is the strength, the weakness, the opportunities and threats. After doing all these things, so once you get the positive information and also the negative information, and bifurcate it and make sure which are all the best and which are all the how many number of points you have in the positive side, how many number of points you have in the negative side. And as far as possible, if you have more positive, then you select that best strategy and fully document it, because you need to have the documentation done. So this is how we will going to be able to do all the analysis. In our next video, we will going to talk about implementing the PLM strategy. Thank you.